Hey Marvel fans, this is Agent M here at Marvel headquarters in New York City. I'm with Doug Robinson from The Sleeping.
Hi everyone at Marvel Universe, how are you?
So I just blew his mind by showing him Marvel headquarters. Talk a little bit about the characters that you were geeking out about recently.
I grew up on a lot of Daredevil. I was huge on Spider-Man. Cyclops was like also one of my favorite characters. As I started getting older, I kind of became more about like the anti-hero aspect of like the comic book world, and people like Punisher were super important to me. I had like kind of a rough childhood growing up, and like just to have like a hero who kind of had like everything in a sense like taken from him, and just, you know, trying to do right even though he, you know, doesn't really know what he should be doing in life. I always like really admired that. And you know, Daredevil too, like, you know, he's like a darker character in a sense. You know, he didn't ask for it to happen, but he's like making the best of it. And you know, even the comics back in the day, like, you know, way back in the day, like before I was born too, you know, there was always crazy stuff. You know, like you had Tony Stark, Iron Man, and alcoholism and stuff like that. Like, you know, there's just real subjects. But as you get older too, and as like the world matures in a sense, even for younger kids, like comic books are getting a lot more crazier, and like I think that's really cool too, for sure. I think it's awesome to like give it an edge, because you know, everyone wants an edge.
Totally.
Yeah.
Do you get to talk about comics with anyone on the road?
Not really. No one I know is really as into it as I am. Like,
dude.
Yeah. I mean, you know, to each his own. Everyone digs the movies, which, you know, my band's super into. Like, every time like we have a day off, we'll go see a movie, and everyone usually tries to see like the Marvel movies in IMAX. I saw Iron Man like 3 times. The first time I see it, I want to be like totally clear, and then I party. And then the third time I saw it, I just remember being like, ah! People in the movie, they were like, shut up. I'm like, oh, what?
So talk a little bit about, you guys have a new record coming out.
Yep.
Right? What's the new record called?
It's called The Big Deep. It comes out September 28th, and in our opinion, I think it's the best record we've ever created, for sure. It's just, a lot of it lyrically has to do with the last year and a half of my life, which could be a comic book in itself. And you know, when I write, like as we were talking about before, when I write, I definitely try to I try to paint a picture for the reader, you know? And you know, that I've been influenced a lot through comics because of that. I always want to have like that mental imagery, and I think you know, as a lyricist, I've captured that on this record for sure. And I'm really stoked for people to hear it, because our fans, who are awesome, know, you know, that we try to be as brutally honest as possible. And you know, people always come up to me and be like, oh, that record got me through so much. It's insane, like your lyrics are so honest. And just to hear people say that is awesome, but this record is like surpasses anything I've ever done. So I hope it really like takes the listener for a journey.
So catch Doug and The Sleeping on tour, pick up the new record, The Big Deep. I think what you said, September 28th?
September 28th, yeah.
Cool. Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Marvel, you rock. This has been the sickest day ever. Thank you. I'm taking the store hammer home.
I'm not going to stop them.
Hey, what's up? This is Douglas from The Sleeping, and this is Marvel, Your Universe.
Marvel, Your Universe.